Hey guys, welcome to day's question 2 for the day 1 of the 2015 level 1 algebra MCAT. We have to jump right into it. So factorize 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. So you know that 3 is a prime number, meaning that it only has 2 factors, which means only has 3 and 1 as a factor. So it has to be 3x and then x. So what multiplies to positive 6 and when added together is negative 11 with the multiple 3 as a multiplier. So if we say negative 3 and then not plus, negative 2, so it's just negative 2 here, that should give us the correct answer, because negative 3 times 3x, that's negative 9x, and then negative 2 times x, that's negative 2x, and then negative 9x plus negative 2x is negative 11x, and negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. So therefore this is the correct answer, and this will give you an achieved grade. Alright, moving along. A swing is matched by attaching two ends of a rope to two different points on the steel frame. The height h meters of the rope above the ground at a distance x meters from the left-hand side of the frame is modeled by h equals to 2x bracket x minus 1.5 bracket plus 1. So what is the height above the ground on the point where rope when x equals to 2? So in this question, it's basically just asking you to substitute x equals to 2 and see what h is. There's really nothing else to it. We can just say h equals to 2x, 2 times 2 is 4, so 4, 2 minus 1.5 plus 1. So h equals to 2 minus 1.5, that's 0.5. 0.5 times 4 is 2, so equals to 2 plus 1, and that equals to 3 meters. Getting this answer here will get you an achieved grade. And then moving along, so if x squared plus 3x minus 10, what values of x or y be negative? Okay, so basically, when will this equation be negative? So basically, x squared plus 3x minus 10 is less than 0, because if something is less than 0, then it'll be negative. So then we just factorize, so x, so plus 3x minus 10, so plus 5, and then minus 2 is less than 0. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10, and then plus 5 minus 2, that's positive 3x. So when x equals to 2, or x equals to negative 5, we get equal to 0. Okay, that's what we get. So if we plug in x equals to 2, we get x equals to 0. And if we plug in x equals to negative 5, we get x equals to 0. But we don't want it when x is equal to 0. We want it to be when x is less than 0. So I'll draw a parabola right here to understand this better. So here you have your negative 5. And then here you have your 2. And then notice when the parabola dips below 0. So this is the x-axis, and this is 0. So this is 0 here. So notice when it dips below 0. It dips below 0 when this is more than negative 5, but then it goes above 0 when it's back. So it goes like that. So it's kind of like more like that. So it's kind of like, and then when x is more than 2, then it goes above the x-axis again. So therefore, x is in between these two intercepts. So therefore, x is less than negative 5, or not or, sorry, it's just x is less than negative 5, or x is less than negative 5. Oh no, x is more than negative 0.5, and then less than 2. Sorry, I got a wrong way around. Okay, so that's your final answer. This should get you a merit grade. And then if you get the correct expanded form here, then you'll get an achieved grade. Alright, next question. Shari has an operation and needs to build up her strength by walking. She slowly increases the time for which she walks. She wants to increase the time for which she walks to 160 minutes each day. The first week she goes for a 10-minute walk each day. Each Monday she doubles the time which she walks each day. The time for which she walks in each day in the weekend can be modeled by the equation t equals to 10 times 2 to the power of n minus 1. how many weeks will it take her to reach her goal of walking 160 minutes a day? So basically we substitute t equals to 160, so we want to find out how long it will take for it to reach 160. So we say 160 equals to 10 times 2 to the power n minus 1. Then we move the 10 to the other side, so multiply by 10 becomes divide by 10, so 16 equals to 2n minus 1. And you know that 16 can be rewritten as 2 to the power 4, so 2 to the power 4 equals to 16, and that equals to 2n minus 1. Because these two have the same base, the same 2 to the power of something, they're both 2 to the power of something, so therefore you can just ignore these two powers now. You can just say 4 equals to n minus 1, and now I can just say 5 equals to n, and then you can therefore say 5 weeks. And all the way up to here, that's going to get you the excellence grade here. If you can work up to 5 weeks, if you acknowledge up to this first equation here, then you'll get an achieved. And if you can acknowledge this part here, then you'll get a merit. Alright, moving along. Tane is asked to solve the equation. Okay, Tane's solution is given below. Tane's teacher tells him that he was wrong as there is only one valid solution. Explain Tane's mistake. So as you can see here, so this is plus 6x here, but when he moves it across, it is still plus 6x. So the mistake here is that shouldn't be plus 6x, that should be minus 6x, because when you move it to the other side, the sign also flips, so it becomes minus 6x, okay? So it actually is x squared minus 6x minus 7, and if we expand this, we'll get x. So x minus 7, x plus 1, and therefore, and sorry, equals to 0. I keep forgetting that equals to 0. So equals to 0, and therefore x equals negative 1, x equals 7. Okay, but one thing I have to be careful, right? So let's say we substitute x equals to negative 1, right? So negative 1, so we're just looking at here now. So negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1, which is plus negative 2, plus 1. So negative 1 squared is 1 plus negative 2 plus 1. As you can see, that actually gives us 0. And in math, you actually can't divide by 0, as that's not possible. So therefore, x equals negative 1 is not a possible solution. So the only possible solution is x equals to 7. Okay? Okay, so if you cross out, if you understand that x minus 1 is not a possible solution, then you cross it out, then you get excellence overall. Oh, damn, it's glitching again. Sorry guys. Just hold up, just reload the app sometimes. It's being a pain. Right, so when x equals to 7, and you crossed out x equals to minus 1, then you'll get an excellence grade. But if you fail to cross out x equals to negative 1, so you kept x equals negative 1, you'll get only a merit grade. And if you expand it properly, you'll get an achieved. So if you expand it like that properly, you'll get achieved. Alrighty then, moving along. A group of people go to a fun park. There are 38 in the group. The cost for a student is $10, the cost for an adult is $12, and the total cost for the group is $420. So you know that, let's just say students is S and adults is A. So you can say S plus A equals 38. So total number of students plus total number of adults is 38 people, as said here. So $10, so each ticket for a student costs $10, right? So each student has to pay for a $10 ticket, and each adult has to pay for a $12 ticket. And then in total, they have to pay $420. So now, the only problem now is that you have 10S and 12A, and that's two unknown values, and you have no idea to figure it out. But the good thing is you also have this equation. So you can say, you can use this equation to get rid of one of the variables, so you can find out the other variable, okay? So you can just say, multiply everything by 10, so you can say 10S plus 10A, 10A equals to 380. And then you'll take this equation from this equation. So therefore, so just basically 10s minus 10s, 10s minus 10s, plus 12a minus 10a, and that equals to 420 minus 380. So therefore we just got rid of the s, so the s's are gone, and therefore only leaves 2a equals to 40, and therefore a equals to 20. So therefore there are 20 adults and there are 18 students, because there are 38 people in total. So getting all the way up to this final part here, it's going to get you an excellence grade. So if you form one equation, you'll get an achieve grade. So just forming this equation here, you'll get an achieve. And if you can acknowledge that, if you can get rid of one variable, so you have to get rid of this variable here, so getting up to here will get you a merit grade overall. Alright, thanks for watching question 2 for the 2015 day 1 MCAT, level 1 MCAT. Stay tuned for question 3, which should be coming out tomorrow. Okay, cheers, thank you, bye.